Let's dive into the epic tale of Genghis Khan, a man whose original name was Temujin, and who later in life became the stuff of nightmares. His early life was marked by incredible hardships. Born into the unforgiving Mongol steppe, he bore witness to the harsh realities of tribal warfare, where his dad got brutally whacked right in front of him. After that, his clan said, "See ya bye," and kicked him and his family to the curb. Thus survival mode, engaged. Now our boy Temujin didn't just sit around moping. He united warring Mongol tribes with more strategy than Twitch chess. Diplomacy, strategic marriages, and a dash of old-school conquest, that's the recipe. His charisma and military genius made him the ultimate Mongol boss. Some folks saw him as a bloodthirsty monster, others thought he was the necessary evil to bring order to the world. Now let's talk about Genghis Khan's dark side first. Brace yourselves for the brutality ride of your lives. This dude didn't send get well soon cards to the cities he conquered. Nah, he was more like, "Hey, you dare to resist the Mongols' rule? Well, then say goodbye to your city, your life, your family's life, and it'll kill your mailman too just for fun." We're talking places like Nishapur and Merv, where millions of NCP souls found themselves in the middle of an apocalyptic showdown. And then there were the brutal siege tactics. Genghis Khan's army wasn't exactly ringing doorbells politely. Nah, they'd starve the living daylights out of cities, fling rocks and fire over their walls, and even pull a sneaky tunnel trick under defenses. Imagine being stuck inside a city with that madness happening outside. But wait, there's more. The famous scorched earth policy, Genghis Khan's favorite strategy. Burn the crops, obliterate the infrastructure, and ensure that survivors have nothing but despair for dinner. You think things are rough now? Well, back then, famines and misery were just part of daily life under the Mongol conqueror's rule. Now let's talk about the treatment of captives. If you had the misfortune of ending up in Mongol hands, your future didn't look too bright. Some folks met their maker through execution, while others got to enjoy a life of slavery. Grim times, people. And when it came to terror tactics, Genghis Khan wasn't messing around. He had a real knack for turning cruelty into an art form. We're talking piles of severed heads used as gruesome decorations, even building pyramids with dead bodies, using innocent civilians as human shields, and orchestrating terrifying spectacles of violence to keep everyone shaking in their boots. And to top it all off, Genghis Khan had a bit of an issue with preserving cultural heritage. Libraries, temples, beautiful artwork, they didn't stand a chance when the Mongols rolled into town. If it wasn't nailed down, it was going up in flames. Now here's the evil genius, biological warfare. Yep, the Mongols had a thing for catapulting plague-infected corpses into besieged cities, which is just about the most diabolical thing you could imagine at that time. And let's not forget the relentless tribute and taxation. The Mongols weren't exactly philanthropists. They drained conquered regions dry, extracting vast sums of wealth from the people they ruled over. It's like they had a license to print money, and the ink was made of suffering. And then there's the grim narrative of ethnic cleansing. Forced migrations and wiping out entire ethnic groups? Yeah, that was all part of the Mongol playbook. It was his signature way of saying, when I conquer something, it stays conquered. But wait, there's another side to this coin, the hero side of Genghis Khan. You see, you can't have good without a little bit of evil. First up, the unification of Mongol tribes. Before him, it was basically a free-for-all of intertribal conflicts. He brought some much-needed order to the chaos. Now let's talk about the promotion of trade and cultural exchange. Under the protection of the Mongol rule, the Silk Road was like the bustling Times Square of its day. Merchants and travelers mingled, ideas flowed like fine wine, and goods from all corners of the earth found their way to eager buyers. Surprisingly, Genghis Khan was a fan of religious tolerance. He let people worship whatever they pleased and even promoted religious diversity within his empire. That's a rare thing in history, folks. He even dipped his toes into the legal world with the Yasa, a code that, while strict, helped maintain order in Mongol society. It's like he had a soft spot for law and order in between all that conquest. Because when there are no laws, you gotta make the laws. Being a man for the people, meritocracy was the name of the game under Genghis Khan. It didn't matter if you were born in a palace or a dirt cave, if you had talent and loyalty, you could climb the ranks. An equal opportunity employer, folks. Genghis Khan even left his mark on linguistics, creating a common script that boosted literacy and communication throughout the empire. I guess he had a thing for languages in between all those military campaigns. A true advocate of education and learning. And let's not forget the epic journeys of Mongol explorers like Marco Polo. They were like the actual Marco Polo of their time, crisscrossing vast territories, expanding geographical knowledge, and soaking up all the culture they could find. The influence of the Mongol Empire reached far and wide, shaping later empires like the Yuan dynasty in China and the Timurid Empire in Central Asia. It's like Genghis Khan's impact had a ripple effect on the course of history. Now here's the grand finale, Genghis Khan's death. It's a bit of a mystery, folks. Some say he fell off his horse in the chaos of battle, while others claim he was tossed from his saddle. The truth is, the way this larger-than-life figure met his end is as shrouded in mystery as his storied legacy. So there you have it, folks. Genghis Khan, the ultimate Giga Chad, a man who was a hero to some and a villain to others. It's all about perspective. That's all. Subscribe for more.